Oh, what a beautiful day. It's about 50 degrees. I'm just wearing long sleeves and a vest, and it's comfortable and it's so nice out here today. And I came out to do my intro for this video. And of course, as soon as I started, the wind came up. So I've got an external mic that I could use, and this is just going to be quicker and easier. We're just going to do it inside. So here we go. Let me close this door so y'all can see. Don't want to blind you with that sunlight. So in the last video, there were several people that commented and had grave concerns about what I had done with that plow truck. And I had stated that I did an axle swap on that truck, which I did. I did it all right on camera, right in front of the camera, did it all. But there were many concerns and many people telling me that I really need to check the differential ratio and make sure they're both the same in the front and the rear and all that. And one guy even told me that he said, well, good luck, pal, because you're going to be repairing your transfer case in the near future because you got this 8 lug on the front and 6 in the back and all that. And well, just because the nice guy that I am going to quell all your fears and concerns, because the people who had such concerns about the differential ratio either you didn't watch all the video or you're confusing the term axle with axle housing. All I did on that truck, and I said I did an axle swap, but I think some people thinks when I said that I changed out the whole axle housing and differential and all. I did not. All I did was change the axle. This right here. Only it was the short one on the passenger side. The axle I put in is exactly like the axle I took out. I did not change any of this. There's no ratio change anywhere in the vehicle. This is an axle housing. This is an axle. And I made sure that I have the same diameter tires all the way around. They're all exactly 31 inches in overall diameter. And I haven't changed any of the gear ratios, guys. That's all the same. All I did was swap the axle. And the reason it has 8 lugs is because I changed the hub. I like those worn hubs. And turns out they're 8 lug, which that's fine. Still, my overall tire diameter is the same. And my gear ratio is all the same. Nothing changed. I just swapped the hubs, and I'm going to swap the other one too because I really like those worn hubs. They're just so much nicer than the original hubs on that truck. So, yeah, there you go. The neighbor who I got this from, when he saw the video, he called me and he said, "Hey, I've got that rear end too out of that truck, and I'll give that to you if you want it. So you can have 8 lugs in the back as well as 8 lugs in the front." And I told him, I said, I don't care how many lugs. I don't care if there's 6 or 5 or 3 in the back or 8 or 9. It makes no difference to me. As long as my tire overall diameter is the same and my gear ratios are the same with the differentials. I don't care how many holes are in the wheels. So that's it, guys. I did not change the housing. I did not change the differential. None of the gears are changed. Everything's the same. All I did was do an axle swap. So I hope that everybody will be able to rest easy and sleep better tonight, knowing that I'm not going to rip the transfer case out of this thing. Well, I might, but if I do, it's because it was already on its way out, not because of anything I've changed. All right, I'm going to hang on to that axle because you never know when I might burst one. You know, I'm not a mechanic and I'm not a car builder. I'm just an old redneck having a good time banging around on this rusty old iron. So buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
So Waylon, let's see if that V12 doesn't burn out, or maybe you got something else. I don't know.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's WAYLON Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to WAYLON Wire's Old Iron. You know, I think we're just about finished up with that snowplow series of videos. Not much left to do on it. I've got some tires coming. I wanted some good tires on the front because my driveway and those rotten old tires just seem like the prudent thing to do. So, got new tires coming for the front. Not too concerned about the rears. One thing I do have left to do is get the emergency brake fixed on it. It doesn't have parking brake set up. All the cables are coiled up, but everything seems to be there on the rear, you know, for the parking brakes. As far as the cables, I've got all that on the donor truck. So yeah, a couple of things. That's about it. We've done about as far as we need to go on that old plow truck. And this red truck, the one that fell off the lift, I'm looking at it here. I'm looking over at it here. That's getting to be pretty boring. We're going to do a little update on it in this video, and then probably won't be filming much of that for a while. It's boring content for me too, so I get it, guys. Anyway, there's about 7,000 or 8,000 of you guys that are just loyal subscribers, and I so do appreciate that. I mean, you guys watch every video just about, and the number of subscribers you have really don't mean anything. It's a number of people that watch your videos on a regular basis. That's what's pretty awesome to me, that there's that many of you guys that keep coming back. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. It means a lot to me, and I have fun, the interaction with you guys. Anyway, the plow truck series is just about wrapped up, and the red truck series, I'm not going to film a whole lot more of that. I will periodically, little updates, but it's time to get something else in here. All right, let's get into the video. I had a comment suggesting that I check those U-joints to make sure I clock those U-joints when I put that shaft back in. And I know that, you know, I've built a few drive shafts in my time, but I wasn't thinking, as often happens around here. So I crawled over there just to check, and it was really hard to get it lined up to go on the spline. So I was kind of, after he made that comment, I was kind of thinking, well, maybe it only goes on one way, and I think that's correct. It's probably got one spline that's wide or something, because but I did crawl over there and check it, and yeah, it's clocked. Those U-joints are lined up, so that's all good. I was talking to a friend of mine, guy that bought, he and his wife bought that pink Rambler I had. Some of you old timers remember that. It got a great home. I'm so glad they got that car. But anyway, so I'm gonna swap out that other hub because I like those wiring hubs. He goes, no, I'll just leave one of them 6 and one of them 8. He said, you get more comments that way. I said, I don't need any more comments. I need more views. That's what I need. Oh, but anyway, all having fun. We're having fun, man. It's all entertainment. That's the deal. And this is not very entertaining right here, I'll tell you. Cut that out and put some rust mort in there. Well, I broke out the old shrinker stretcher. We ain't no fitsy, but we're getting there. Oh, but I got to cut some more out. I just keep finding more rust. I said, Harmon, where does it ever end? He said, it's always worse than you think it's going to be. And I do believe he's right. So, anyway, I made this little panel here. But anyway, Harmon said, he looked at it, he goes, yeah, you finally did something right. So, I'm going to continue on working on this rust, and I don't think you want to see that. I don't blame you. We'll do something else here pretty soon. I need some wipers for my plow truck. Go see what we can find out back. That's it. Sorry, Bridger. I'm not going to take the kids' wipers. Warren said, well, his dad goes to swap meets. He can find some more. I said, you big meanie. Take little kids' wipers. This cab over here, we got square bodies everywhere. How many do I have? I have the little brown one, the red one, the snow plow, and this one. So 4, and then in possession of 6. There's that one, and then another one down by the old house that don't belong to me. But there's 6 of them here on the property right now. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, it's 7:20, and I just now got back out here at the shop. I was in the dentist chair for 2.5 hours today, and that took a big chunk out of my day. But during the daytime, I help Harmon, and then at nighttime, I work on my other stuff. And the other stuff at the moment is, of course, Krusty the snowplow. And I'll show you what I've been up to. I do the welding and fabricating, and he does the filler and the sanding, and that's okay with me. You know, I like working with metal. But let's see. Anyway, I made this patch panel here. This was all completely rusted out, and it was bad too, and I didn't know how bad it was. But it was. So anyway, I made that and put that in, and Harmon was happy with that. I think it looks pretty ugly to me, but he said once you get some seam sealer on there, it'll be real pretty. Moving on, laid this up here. In doing that, I noticed we got some rust there. So of course we do. So I went and cut this out of the old bedside that was on my truck, and he can use however much or however little of that he wants. I may just go ahead and cut this out. If it weren't for bad rust, I'd have no life at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. And I may just have that all welded in for him by the time he gets here on Saturday. So that's what I do in the daytime, is work on this thing, and then I have to get a certain amount of things done to have to be ready for Harmon the next day. So I come out here and work at night a lot, and tonight is no exception. So let's get busy. Don't want no trash in it. Now I'm going to check fluid level in this thing and hook up my hoses and just see if we gained any ground. I've got to go get me a coupler. Man, this thing is leaking really, really bad. I think I'll do that tomorrow about first thing. All right, I got a little Teflon on there, and I made sure not to get any down inside. That should do it. Now, oh boy, somebody already been eating this elephant. There's big chunks of it missing. We'll just, yeah, we'll make sure we just put that right back like that. There we go. That's good. Just gotta trim our carpet a little bit to a nice custom fit here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be lovely. Just lovely. All right. Floor to screw it to. Really, maybe I can catch a screw here and there. Okay, trim this on the side. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good as new. Nope. Ain't nothing there. Look at that. Now we're talking. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, she's practically back to factory specs. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Solid. Just gotta put my dimmer switch back on. There. Finally got something nice. Well, we got the new battery installed and got it blocked in and tied down and kind of tidied up the cables a little bit, and we got the battery tender here all set up and ready to tend. And I'm just going to leave that mounted in there, and I got the cord out here. So yeah, I'm going to put an oil pan heater. I've got a magnetic heater put on the bottom of the oil pan, and I'll plug that in, and I think, well, it always helps the tractor start, and I think it'll help this start too when it's 0 degrees outside. Well, we are going out back to the pull-apart yard. I'm going to go grab that axle and bring it back down. So that front axle I got from my neighbor is the gift that just keeps on giving. Thanks, Justin. I really do need to fix the headlights on my tractor one of these years. It did break loose. Well, I would say that those are pretty good backup lights. Lights up the whole mountain. Yeah, that'll work. I think about the only thing we got left now is tires. Oh, I've got to put that carburetor adapter on there. I didn't have a right spacer. I got one. It's a square bore to a spread bore. And that's what I need because that carburetor was leaking out from underneath it a little bit. It didn't fit just right. It quit leaking, but it's not right. So I got to put that spacer in. And then tires. And I think we'll be ready to plow snow. Yeah, absolutamente. Well, I took this thing for a test drive after I put my tie rod in there, and it was still wandering around on the road, and I took a look at it, and that steering box has worked loose again. So what I'm about to do right now, I got one of them out already. I'm taking those bolts out, cleaning them up real good, and I'm going to load them up with Loctite. And if that don't do it, I guess I could put some longer bolts in and put a lock nut or locking washer and a nut on the back side, and then cinch it down with the 1/2-inch rattle gun. That might work along with Loctite. I don't know, but I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna put some Loctite on there and see what it does. Well, it just keeps getting better. I was fiddling with that third light from the other side, and then this one came on while I was fiddling. So jiggling some wires around. So got some little bit of loose wiring, but that middle one doesn't seem to work. I've got to check, see if I got power going to it, but I kind of got something to go up there anyway, something kind of cool. So Noah's on his way up. I texted him and said, hey man, you want to come and hang out for a while? And I said, I don't need any help, but if you want to just come and hang. He goes, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Wow, I don't know if that's how he said it. That's how I read it. Whoa, wind blowing. Yeah, it's kind of a blustery day. Anyway, yeah, Noah's gonna come and hang for a while, and so when he's here, we're gonna do a little something up there, and he's gonna drive the plow truck. I'd like him to get familiar with it. I'm gonna teach him how to run a plow when it snows. And then maybe he'll just want to come up and plow my driveway just for the fun of it. Anyway, yeah, things just keep getting better. The more I drive it, the more things start working. All the lights are working, and except for that one clearance light up there. And we're going to do a little something. So I'll get back with you.
Did you guys get the plow working?
Huh?
Did you get the plow work?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Everything works. You know what? I was not gonna put license on it, you know, because I figured just use it on my driveway, but everything works. Brake lights, tail lights, signal lights, clearance lights.
Yeah.
Jack said he's got a farm tag he puts on his, and you're allowed to drive like just for farm use, but you can go like 30 miles. So if you need to go to town and get parts or something, so that's what I'll do. And so I took it up there today to show it to him. I drove it up there, and he comes out and says, "Did you get it running?" I said, "No. Here's your sign." No, I didn't get it running, Jack. So I need some power to that center one.
I have to crawl up here.
Yeah, come up. Come on.
I'm not trying to break anything.
Yeah. So don't crack the windshield. Whatever you do.
Looks like we have room for 3 if we wanted.
Yeah, you want to grab one more?
Yeah, where'd you put it?
Alright, line it up. Line it up, Sparky.
Get your hand out of the way.
That's good. That looks good. Awesome. We're gonna be
You should put a little switch up here, so then you have to climb up on top to turn it off.
We're gonna be so safe. I mean, I just feel safer already, just knowing it's there. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll hand you this stuff when you get down. Here you go.
Sorry for banging your truck.
Yeah, be careful, would you? Easy does it, man. Yeah, I need to
bring
get
your
it.
ladder
I
on.
wonder if I can find another lens like that. Get that other one hooked up.
You need to bring that ladder over there?
Yeah, it'd be handy.
Let me set all this stuff down.
That would be handy. Let's test this baby out.
Check that out.
I like it. I like it. Makes a lot of noise too.
Yeah.
We should have lubed that gear up a little bit.
We can still do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want to run it?
Yeah, let me turn it on and see if it if the grease is in the right place or all around it where it needs to be. So watch your finger. That sounds a little better.
Okay, stop it.
I think it's just gonna make noise, but I like it. I'll let you know it's working.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sweet. I think it just noisy. That's all right. Got it?
Yep. I only heard this thing run once on your video.
Hand me that grease. I'll put that away. Shall we?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Hop in. I don't have a pull handle on this side. I've screwed one in over there, but I don't have a window crank either.
That thing sounds nice.
Sweet, isn't it? Yeah. Reverse is over and back. There you go. Now really slow. I'm serious. You'll wipe out the door or half the building. That side.
So where these?
It's on the dash. There you go. Okay, your lights are on. That's pretty cool. What's that?
The windows work.
Oh yeah, well this one does. The other one does. I don't have a crank. I'll grab one. While you get turned around, try to get turned around without hitting anything.
Which way you want me facing?
Probably back up toward that sculpture there and then pull up that way maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, you'll figure it out. But it looks good. I need a window crank. We got square body parts for days. Look at those backup lights. I guess it's gonna turn around out back, apparently. Those backup lights are ridiculous. Going to turn around the back 40. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Okay, the steering is much better since the box is not falling off. that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day once again to watch one of my silly little old videos. It's a lot of fun having you here, and I sure do appreciate you. See you next time, right here on Wayland Wires Old Iron.